Hello, everybody. Welcome to another stream of Broken Souls. I apologize for not streaming for the few days. I was a bit sick. I'm going to try to do two games today. So let's have some fun. Remember to like and subscribe if you're new on YouTube, and if you're new on Twitch, to follow. Thank you. Hello, Mad Mix. Um, hope you can hear me well. But what's I do now? Welcome to the stream, Mad Max, and I hope you're doing well. Let's see what must we do. Yeah, that's that ladies. Let me just see if the game sound is on. Hello, Retro. The game sound is on. No, it's not. Game sound is not on. Just wait. Okay. It's loud. Just give me 1 minute. Just want to see what is going on. Okay, let's hope you guys can hear now. Let's see. Can you guys hear the sound of the game now? Sorry about that. Okay. Sound is back. Hi, Retro, how are you doing? Mad Max. What am I supposed to do? Okay. What's here? let's go here. A few hours later.
Past the castle on the way into Lochmarn. The castle where Peagram's excavation was located.
I'm doing good today. Thank you for asking.
I tugged at the trapdoor, but it was locked from the inside. I tugged at the plastic cover, but it didn't move.
Let's talk to this man.
Hi there. What? What's your name, kid?
Who are you calling kid? Who the hell are you?
Should I lie? Should I tell the truth?
Rosso's the name. Murder's my game.
Are you a detective?
Let's just say I'm here to find the truth.
Cool. Just like on the telly.
Cut the crap and tell me your name.
Liam McGuire.
What are you doing hanging around the bar, McGuire?
I'm on the run from me dad.
Why? Did you do something bad?
I ain't done nothing, boss.
You can tell me, kid. Is it your dad?
Oh, sir. He drinks every last penny down his evil throat. And here's me poor-old mother, bedridden and dying of presumption. I tried to buy her medicine. Chopped firewood for Father Mahoney till me fingers bled. The old skinflint cheated me too. But I took the pennies he gave me back home. Look, Ma, says I. See what your darling son has earned with his own sweat and blood. When suddenly, me dad appears and grabs the loot. I'm off to Dublin, heavy drinking, says he. Watch out till I get back. That's why I runned away.
Something in the grin on his face told me he wasn't being strictly truthful. Compared to him, Huckleberry Finn was a candidate for Altar Boy of the Year.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the castle, McGuire?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No, it's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No. Only, what do you want to know? Oh, nothing.
You know something about the castle you're not telling me, don't you?
No.
What is it you're covering up? Is it something you're scared of?
I ain't scared of nothing.
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
Here in Lochmarn, they all dress like clowns.
The man I'm looking for is a dangerous psychotic.
Jesus. It's just like that film I saw. There's this clown, see? And he's after this kid who saw him kill a guy. He tries to warn the sheriff, only no one believes him. Then, while he's in the tub, the clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
My God, that doesn't sound suitable for a kid like you.
Who are you calling a kid? I'm 25.
Yeah, right. You're not a day over 14.
Oh no, it's 25 that I am. Married with a car and 3 kids. 10
But the
kids
music's a
and
bit
boy.
softer. It's very loud.
See you
Just
later,
now.
kid.
Okay, mister.
The music is very loud now. No, it's still game. What did I just do now? Okay. I'm making a mess here. Why does it restore game? Restore game. I'm making a big mess here. Okay, let's look again to this.
Hi there.
What?
What's your name, kid?
Who are you calling kid? Who the hell are you?
The game didn't even save.
I'm
Okay.
George Stobart, and I'm with the good guys.
You're a head case, mister. A few sandwiches short of a picnic.
Cut the crap and tell me your name.
Liam McGuire.
What are you doing hanging around the bar, McGuire?
I'm on the run from me dad.
Why? Did you do something bad?
I ain't done
I don't
nothing,
know.
boss.
You can tell me,
I
kid.
don't know. I don't know what I
Oh,
do.
sir. He drinks every last penny down his evil
You know,
throat.
I get lost
Here's
sometimes.
my poor old mother, bedridden and dying of presumption. I tried to buy her medicine. Chopped firewood for Father Mahoney till me fingers bled. The old skinflint cheating too. But I took the pennies she gave me back home. Look, ma, says I, see what your darling son has earned with his own sweat and blood. When suddenly, me dad appears and grabs the loot. I'm off to Dublin, heavy drinking, says he. Watch out till I get back. That's why I runned away.
Something in the grin on his face told me he wasn't being strictly truthful. Compared to him, Huckleberry Finn was a candidate for Altar Boy of the Year.
I'm
What
gonna
can you
do
tell me
this.
about the castle, McGuire?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No, it's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No. Only, what do you want to know? Oh, nothing.
I don't know why the
Something
thing
about
is
the
like
castle you're
this
not telling me,
today.
don't you?
I
No.
checked
What is
everything
it
and it was
covering up?
fine earlier.
Is it something you're scared of?
But it
I
now.
ain't scared of nothing.
Okay.
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
Here in Lochmarn, they all dress like clowns.
The man I'm looking for is a dangerous psychotic.
Jesus. It's just like that film I saw.
I want
This
to
clown
later
And
stream
he's after this kid who saw him
about
kill a guy.
what's
he
in the
tries
game's
to warn the
name.
sheriff,
I can't
only
even
no
remember the
one
game.
believes him. Then, while he's in the tub, the clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
My God, that doesn't sound suitable for a kid like you.
Who are you calling a kid? I'm 25.
Yeah, right. You're not a day over 14.
Oh no, it's 25 that I am. Married with a car and 3 kids. 10 kids if you count the wives.
Hey,
Do you know
10
a man
kids.
called Pegram?
Can you describe him like on the telly in the cop shows?
He's an English archaeologist.
I know the man you mean if he's the one.
I'll give you one last chance to tell me about the castle.
Oh yeah? And what if I don't?
Then I'm taking you back to school.
Oh, there's a ghost. It's called the Phantom of Lochmarn.
You're not telling me you believe in ghosts, are you?
Mister, I seen it with me very own eyes. Last Tuesday night, I went up to see what that dig was about. I just reached the top of the wall when I hears this awful noise.
What sort of noise?
A horrible snuffling and snorting, like O'Brien's pig, only worst. It was coming from inside the castle.
Did you find out what was making the noise in the castle?
No fear. I just sat there on the wall like Humpty Dumpty. The moon was cracked and greasy like an old dinner plate. The yard was full of shadows. I could have been hiding anything. I would have gone home, but my legs had lost their stuffing.
Did you get to see the ghost?
Indeed I did. And a fearsome sight it is too. I sat on my arse, waited while the moon
Sat on
went
my
down.
arse.
Then out it comes from the shadows, all grey and tattered and hunched over like an old bent willow. Then I hears this spluttering and splashing and horrible laughter in the dark. I was so
Look
scared.
at his face. He's very scared himself. He's scared himself.
I'm sure there's a rational explanation for what you saw at the castle.
There is. The bloody place is haunted.
Can you tell me where I'd find Pegram?
No, I can't, 'cause he's not here now, but if I sees him, I'll ask him.
Do you know what Pegram was doing in the castle?
Digging for buried treasure. Jewels and gold and skeletons, like in the films.
Have you ever seen this man before?
What a slimy character. No, I never seen him.
Never seen him.
Have you ever seen anyone wearing one of these?
Sure, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That belongs to the killer clown you're looking for.
That's right.
Can I have it?
Sorry. I'm keeping this as evidence.
You should have told the cops.
I did. They weren't interested.
You should run tests on that, mister. You could identify the murderer with a sample of his snot.
Yuck. I don't think so. What does this tissue mean to you?
Nothing?
Do you recognize this matchbook, McGuire?
No, sir. I never seen it before in my life.
Never seen it before in my life.
Ever heard of Thomas Merlin or the Gruber Electronics Corporation?
No?
Give me your hand.
Get lost.
Oh, come on. I just want to show you a little trick.
No way, mister. I don't do tricks. Father Mahoney told me I'd burn in hell if I did.
I just want to shake your hand, that's all.
No way.
Nobody wanna take my hand.
See you later,
Yeah.
kid.
Okay, mister.
Let's go in the lounge. Let's see what they have here. Should I go to the barman first or talk to anyone I see? Let's see.
My name's George.
Pleased to meet you, mister. My name's Fitzgerald.
What can you tell me about the castle?
There's nothing there. Just an old ruin.
How old?
I really couldn't tell you.
Do you know Professor Pegram?
He's the archaeologist, isn't he?
That's right. Did you work at Professor Pegram's dig?
What gave you that idea?
Can I get you another drink?
Oh, no, thank you. I shouldn't be drinking at all. I'm on tablets for my nerves. More than a pint and I'll pass out.
Have you ever explored the castle yourself?
I used to play there sometimes, when I was a kid. Then one of the little ones fell off the wall, broke his head and died. We didn't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there recently?
No.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, I'm sure I don't know him.
What does this red nose suggest to you?
Blood.
Why's that?
I used to bleed a lot when I was a kid. Every time there was a playground scrap, I'd end up with a bloody nose. I wouldn't have minded, but I wasn't even involved in the scraps.
What does this tissue suggest to you?
Nothing.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No.
Check out this pass.
Thomas Merlin? No, never heard of him.
Never heard of me.
Shake my hand.
It's a trick, isn't it?
Damn it, you're right. I can't seem to fool anyone.
That man below the altar. Let's go talk to the barman.
Top of the morning to you.
I beg your pardon.
Well, that's what you Irish say, isn't it?
Do you want something? Or are you just flaunting your xenophobia?
Well, I was trying to be sociable.
Is it a room you're after?
Should I take a room or not? Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. Do you have a vacancy?
I could. If you don't mind waiting until the last guest checks out.
No problem. When will that be?
When the undertaker comes to collect him.
Oh my word.
Have you served any, clowns recently?
No. You're the first today.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his, by any chance?
Oh, no. I'm just trying to track him down.
Me too. That son of a bitch should be locked away.
Did Pegram stay here?
Yes, he did. 6 nights plus breakfast.
I'll try a glass of beer, please.
Is this your first pint of real ale?
Well, I guess so. What's real ale, anyhow?
Beer that's brewed from natural ingredients to traditional methods. It shouldn't be kept under pressure or refrigerated.
Wow.
And finally, it should have a good body and distinctive character.
In other words, it's flat and worn with bits in, and it makes you fall over.
Do you recognize this man?
No, I don't. What do you want with him?
I've got a score to settle.
I don't want any trouble in the bar, mister. If it's a fight you're looking for, see Father Mahoney.
A priest? A man of the cloth?
Sure. And he teaches the boys how to box in the youth club. According to Mahoney, it develops character. Isn't that right, Pat? Didn't he teach you the art of pugilism?
Doyle. Sorry, Michael. I was miles away. What did you say?
Never mind.
Does this false nose mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
No, it
Does this
doesn't.
tissue mean anything to you?
That's disgusting.
Uh-huh. I found it in the sewers.
But what's the idea of waving it around in my face? You're worse than old Ron. Put it away, man.
Do you recognize this matchbook?
No, sir.
Nobody recognized
Do
this
you
book.
recognize the name on this card?
No. Should I?
Nah, it was a long shot. Look, I gotta be going.
Speak to this man.
My name's Stobart, George Stobart.
Hello there, mister. What can I do for you?
Do you know Professor Pegram?
Do I know him? Do I know the good professor himself? No, I don't. I mean, I know who he is, but I don't know him to talk to.
Do you know anything about Pegram's excavation?
Only that he didn't have the right tools for the job. What he needed was shovels and a JCB.
Pegram was digging for historical remains, not coal.
Is that a fact? What the hell for?
It's the science of archaeology, Pat. Understanding how people used to live by what they've left behind. One day archaeologists might be digging up our remains.
Imagine that, Mr. O'Brien. I wonder what they'll find.
Well, it won't be arrowheads and beakers. Fast food cartons and flavored condoms, more likely.
Did anyone from the village work at Pegram's dig?
I tried it myself, but that high and mighty history man called me incontinent. What a nerve. Hadn't I dug more holes than the rest of them put together?
Can you tell me anything about the castle on the hill?
Oh, I don't know much about anything. You should ask Mr. O'Brien here. He just joined up writing. Would you be one of them history fellas yourself?
That's right, Professor Stobart, Miskatonic University.
You're an archaeologist, and you're asking us about the castle.
Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien. The gentleman was talking to me. How come you didn't leave with the others?
I didn't know they'd gone.
Hello, Legion's go.
Their spades and shovels and away
How's
they
it
went.
going?
Seems I missed all the excitement.
What excitement?
Do you remember seeing Sean Fitzgerald at the dig?
Let me see now. I think me brain box needs a spot of lubrication.
Can I buy you a drink?
You most certainly can.
Give me a drink for my friend here.
Who? Doyle? Has he conned you into buying for him? Shame on you, Patrick. Say again.
Just a point this time, Michael.
1 point of ground coming up.
Do you remember Sean Fitzgerald now?
I can picture the scene.
No, the game was... There was no sound in the game and I had to go out it in
Fitzgerald was
again.
there, all right. Him and a bunch of students. He was speaking with the boss man.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
It's a handsome mug on that fella, to be sure. Is he a film star?
What does this false nose mean to you?
No, you're a clown.
Does this tissue mean anything to you?
No, boss.
Do you recognize this matchbook?
No.
They recognize... No one
Does the security
recognizes.
pass mean anything to you?
Well, no.
Oh, it took so long to
Bye for now.
answer.
Hello there. My name's George Stobart.
Pleased to meet you, I'm Shaw. I'm O'Brien. Can I help you?
Do you know Sean Fitzgerald?
Yes, I do. What you want with him?
I want to talk to him about working at the dig.
I can't imagine anyone employing Sean Fitzgerald on a dig. He wouldn't know a post hole from his elbow.
Have you heard of the Phantom?
More than that. I've seen it. And let me tell you, it's a dreadful spectacle.
So it's not just a local legend. There really is a Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh no, I was talking about the Phantom of the Opera.
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar?
I most certainly have. A remarkable institution. Did you know? They were the originators of our system of
It's
credit.
fine. It's fine with me. I'm
Stretching
fine.
the
Meeting
Atlantic
school.
to
How
the
are you
Caspian Sea.
doing?
With bases in so many countries,
I want to do two games today. This game and another game.
So, the Knights
So,
Templar
yeah.
were nothing but a bunch of bankers.
I don't get it. Are you saying these Templar guys invented bank charges?
In a manner of speaking, I suppose they did.
What a dirty trick. Didn't anyone try to stop them?
Oh yes, they were arrested and many were burnt at the stake.
Good. They bloody well deserved it if they were anything like my bank manager.
What can you tell me about the castle, Mr. O'Brien?
It's a fine sight now, isn't it? Dates back to the 10th century, you know. Most of the existing building was added much later, of course.
Are the ruins open to the public?
Oh no, it's much too dangerous. Anyway, there's nothing of interest remaining.
How can I get into the castle?
But those walls were built specifically to stop people getting in, Mr. Stobart. But I dare say you'll find a way, if you've the will.
Can you tell me about the tripod which was found at the castle?
Now, there's a bone of contention and controversy. It was dug up by an Englishman of the archaeological persuasion.
Who was this Englishman?
Professor Pegram, the same man who dug up the gem.
Do you know where I can find Pegram?
You're too late to meet that fella.
Is he dead?
Not that, but he's gone from the village. A soft fight with our esteemed host, I might add.
Do you know where Pegram is gone?
I'm sorry, but I don't. He upped anchor in the dark and shipped out before the dawn.
Why did he do that?
Who knows? A guilty conscience or a secret assignation. Whatever the reason, he'll not be missed in Lochmarn. Maybe now the fuss about the gem has died down, we can get back to normal.
What can you tell me about the gem which Pegram found?
Now there's a gem which should never have been taken. A man would have to be full of greed to covet that stone. What's your interest in the jewel? And a reporter, are you?
What should I say? What am I know? Yes, no, yes, no.
Yes, that's right.
Another bloody news hound. Well, you wasted your time here, boy. You find the people of Lochmarn are a tight-lipped and cautious lot.
Why? Have you got something to hide?
It's just that we don't like to wash our dirty laundry in public.
Why is Pegram's departure upset the landlord?
Well, why don't you ask him yourself, Mr. Ace Reporter?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Nope, I've never seen him before.
Does this red nose suggest anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
What do you make of this tissue?
I guess that muck on it is grease paint.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
The design is Middle Eastern, I'd say.
What can you tell me about this ID pass?
Gruber Electronics. I've never heard of it.
Okay.
Bye for now.
Good riddance to you.
He wasn't listening. He wasn't listening.
Let's go to this man. Let's go see what this man have to say.
Hi there, old timer. What? Nasty cold you've got there. As soon as the words left my lips, I regretted them.
Is there such a thing as a cold which isn't nasty? I put the question to Father Mahoney. Father, says I, why were we born to suffer snot?
What did he say?
He said it's my reward for being out all night like a sinner. Pious prig. Anyway, this is no ordinary cold. It's the hay fever.
Pollinosis?
Thank you. You're not a policeman, are you?
Excuse me?
Police? No. I'd know it if you were.
Can I buy you a beer?
Very kind, I'm sure. But I don't drink the stuff Larry sells.
What's wrong with it?
Let's go.
Can you tell me how to get into the castle?
Don't even think about it, me bucko. Lochmarn Castle is haunted.
That's what the kid outside told me, but I don't believe it.
Then you're a fool.
Ghosts don't bother me. I still want to visit that castle.
You can't. It's not open to the public.
There's no one around to stop me, is there?
That's right. Nothing human, anyhow.
Have you ever seen the ghost?
To be sure. With me very own eyes.
Can you describe the ghost?
It was horrible. A wee stunted beast. Long beak. Straggly, flappy wings.
Are you sure it wasn't a wild animal? A rabbit or a skunk or something?
Skunk. In Lochmarn? That'll be the day. No.
Be today.
That was a ghost, to be sure.
I think I know what you saw on the castle wall.
I know what I saw.
I don't think so. It was the kid, McGuire.
What?
He was up on the wall last Tuesday night. He thought you were the Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh,
Do you know Pegram, the archaeologist?
that's the scrawny fellow who was poking around at the castle, isn't it? No, I don't know him.
What's that you're making?
It's a necklace, me bucko.
Oh, sure.
Me
Made out
poco.
of steel wire?
That's right. A necklace for my pretty one. When my little lover peels it round her slender neck, she'll be mine. All mine.
He's an awful old man.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
I can't tell without me glasses.
What does this red nose mean to you?
Nothing.
You could make use of this tissue.
Never use them. Those things are unhygienic.
What does this matchbook mean to you?
Nothing. Go away and stop bothering me.
Take a look at this ID card.
I don't know anything about it.
I'll see you later.
He's a grumpy man.
It was a beer-stained piece of toweling.
È Madania.
Mr. Fitzgerald? Doyle told me you definitely worked at the dig. He's seen you there. You might as well admit it.
I knew this would happen. I knew I'd get caught.
I need to talk to Professor Pegram, if he's still alive.
What do you mean? Is he in danger?
Yeah, you too, if I'm right.
You're not from the Social Security.
Hell no. What makes you think that?
Well, I was claiming benefit at the same time I was working for Pegram.
I'm not in a position to make judgments, Sean. That's between you and your conscience. All I want is to talk to Pegram about the gem.
But he's not here.
I know that. But he left that package with you, didn't he? So where did Pegram go?
I don't know. I swear it. He came to see me early this morning. Said he was leaving. He asked me to give this package to a guy called Marquet.
Show me what's in the package, Sean.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I promised the professor.
So what? You didn't have any qualms about your benefit scam. So where's the harm in taking a peek inside Pegram's package?
You don't know these people. I can't. I don't dare.
This is your last chance to show me the package, Fitzgerald. I've been patient with you, but now it's time to kick ass.
But he'll kill me.
Who will?
The man from Paris. Jack
Oh, that's an
Marquet.
awesome
Pegram told
series.
me if I gave him the package unopened, I'd hear no more about it. But if I double-crossed Marquet, I'd be dead.
I'll deal with Jacques Marquet. Give the package to me.
No. Why should I trust you? I don't know who to trust anymore. I wish I'd never even heard of the Lochmarn gem. Hey, I just seen a big red.
Get out of here, McGuire. Come back when you're old enough.
What's the lad howling about?
A big red sports car. Sean Fitzgerald's been runned over.
Get out! noisy little tyke.
Maybe you should send out some medicinal brandy, Mike.
Oh, yes. And who's going to pay for it?
Not me.
Me too, neither.
Was run over.
I was telling the truth about Fitzy, mister.
Okay, calm down. Now tell me what happened.
I was standing here, minding me own business, when I saw this beautiful red sports car coming up over the hill. Would you look at that, says I, and I going over to take a closer look. Next thing, Fitzy comes tearing out of the pub and nearly knocks me on my ass. But the car just flies at him. It was too fast for poor old Fitzy, and hit him an awful wallop. He goes flying up.
Oh!
Jesus,
Jump.
says I thought he was a goner. Next thing, the driver hops out, and I couldn't believe my eyes. He was dressed like a bloody pixie.
It was dressed like a...
McGuire,
What?
did this pixie have a scar on his cheek?
I couldn't see. He was wearing a stupid mask. Are you a special agent?
Sorry to disappoint you, kid, but I'm not. Did Fitzgerald drop anything when he was hit?
I didn't see. It all happened so fast.
Maybe the package fell somewhere out of sight. What do you think this tool is used for?
Lifting drains.
Dead right. How did you know that?
Work experience course at school. That gives me a choice of going down the drains or up the chimney.
You're kidding. See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Have to go down the drain.
I tugged at the trapdoor, but it was locked from the inside.
On. It was locked from the inside.
I pushed the switch down, but in doing so it snapped off in my hand.
I can't use this.
It was impossible to return the switch to its original.
I have to find the switch now. Okay. Let's see what's happening on the other side.
Hi, do you speak English?
Well, no, what if I was to say?
Yes, a
no,
stinky
an
drain.
implication of cognizance shrouded in denial. A pretty poser of a paradox indeed.
I gave him the look I'd perfected when I was 12 and was going to be the greatest hypnotist of all time. It was a killer.
Are you attempting to hypnotize me, or is it the constipation you're suffering?
I was a little out of practice. What can you tell me about the castle?
Not much, I'm sorry to say. Most of its history is long forgotten. Ah, but if these old stones could only speak, what stories they'd tell. Stories to make your toes curl and your blood run cold. You know, this castle is said to be over 600 years old.
Have you seen Professor Pegram?
No, he's packed up and gone.
Do you happen to know where?
Back in England, I suppose.
Did you happen to see a red sports car down on the road?
I caught a glimpse of a flash of red on the hill and heard the racket. Sure, it was an awful noise. A sports car, you say?
A Ferrari, to be exact.
A racing car? And what was it doing here? The poor fella must have been lost.
The driver of the Ferrari was involved in an accident.
Is that so?
Yeah, he knocked somebody down outside the bar.
What an idiot! How could a thing like that happen?
He was traveling too fast.
So fast, he ran right under the car?
I mean, the car was traveling too fast.
But you'd have thought the idiot could have heard it coming.
Maybe you know the guy who was hit by the Ferrari. His name is Sean Fitzgerald.
Oh, I know him all right. That's me nephew, the idiot responsible for the stacking of my hay cart. Was he killed by the car?
Oh no, but he has been abducted.
Well, that's a relief now.
He's a mean man.
Aren't you going to look for your nephew?
What for? From what you say, it's too late.
Well, you could report the matter to the police.
Better not. Besides, what could they do?
Well, they could mount a search.
They have only the one bicycle between them. In a question of superior acceleration, I put me money on the Ferrari.
Retro is sleeping.
You ought to know
I
exactly
think
what
Retro
Sean
is
has gotten himself
deep
into.
to
I'm not
sleep
sure
now.
I want to know.
But you're his uncle, his own flesh and blood.
You're right, but what can I do? If I'm not here to guard it, some idiot might try to climb the haystack. What a moral dilemma. Stay here and guard this potentially lethal agricultural construction, or to go off in search of the prodigal nephew, the very man responsible for said hazard? It'll need some thinking about.
Why, there's no problem.
You're right. Why didn't I think of it before? We'll demolish the haystack.
You don't have to demolish the haystack to go look for Sean. I'll stay here in your place and warn anyone who's silly enough to climb it.
Marvellous! I think I should start me inquiries in the bar.
He strode off in the direction of McDevitt's barn, leaving me to contemplate the stack of hay. The stack of hay stopped, short of the top of the wall. Even if I stretched as far as I could, the wall was out of reach. What I needed was a slice or two of Alice's Wonderland.
What's that vacuum? Have to get down. Yeah. Let's see what.
Pushing with all my strength got me nowhere. They didn't budge. I really need to start working out.
Somebody. Where did the guy go?
He wasn't listening. Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
On a drink.
Look, I gotta be going.
Hey! Hello there again, mister.
Bye for now.
Okay. What are you talking to? Retro?
Yes, sir?
May I have another beer, please?
Certainly, sir. Same again?
Yeah, please. How is this stuff made?
That's the secret of the master brewer, sir. Each barrel is lovingly manhandled in time-honored fashion, suspended on skillfully tied ropes of the finest hemp, lowered into the cellar, utilizing the forces of original gravity, like manna from heaven. I'm sorry, but the pump appears to be broken.
I could fix it for you.
I don't think so. This is a job for a professional electrician. Oh well, at least the glass washer is still working. It's not my idea, is it?
It just so happens I'm an electrician. Check out my credentials.
Well, no. Isn't that marvellous? Here's a house bedeviled with faulty wiring of a wayward nature. Here's you, an electric man, with a little plastic card to prove it. I still want to see what you can do before I let you touch me beer pumps. You can make a start on the glass washer.
Boss was.
When you finish that, will you take a look at the pumps?
I couldn't see anything obviously wrong with the machine. I figured it must be the wiring. I couldn't see anything I used all my knowledge of electrical engineering to examine the plug. I couldn't see... Excuse me?
Yes, sir?
May I borrow this towel?
Sure you can, on one condition.
What's that?
You keep it away from old Ron.
Who's Ron?
That's him in the corner, with the hygiene problem.
Check out my card.
I've seen it, for heaven's sake!
Don't know what to do.
Look, I gotta be going.
Keep it away from Ron, so let's go give Ron the thing.
Hello again.
What?
Could you use this towel?
I could, but it wouldn't be much use for anything else.
If I was a woman, I wouldn't think much of a wire necklace.
It's not made for a woman. I've got my sights on tastier dishes than women. Flesh as smooth and tender as a maiden's. Bones as soft and white as a newborn babe's. Rabbit, lad. That's what gets my juices flowing.
Crazy old man.
Hey, would you like to shake my... no, on second thought, forget it. I'll see you later. Hello again.
What?
Ah, so you're making snares to trap rabbits.
That's right. Do you have a problem with that?
Damn right I do. Isn't it painful?
Only if I get me fingers caught.
I'm talking about the rabbits. Do they feel much pain?
You bet.
Can I eat him?
Can you identify...
No.
I'll see you later.
What's this? I have to get there, this guy.
Hey!
Hello there again, mister.
What do you think of this towel?
Now, there's a fine piece of cloth if ever I did see one. Such craft must surely come from linen cupboards of the Vatican itself.
Bye for now. Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien.
Hello there. What now?
I have a suspicion that Fitzgerald might have been given something by Pegram.
I thought he acted strangely.
I'm talking about the gem. It was something he said.
Were you not speaking to him when he ran out of the bar?
I only asked him about the gem.
Fitzgerald has troubles enough already. He's a nervous, unstable man at the best of times. The last thing he needs is to be harassed by a hack newsboy.
Does this towel mean anything to you?
Sure, it's one of Leary's towels. Are you planning on stealing it?
Just borrowing it, if you must know. Goodbye for now.
Good riddance to you.
Oh, I have to get the wire.
Hello again. What?
Doesn't work.
I'll see you later. As soon as the old guy looked away, I grabbed his piece of wire.
I grabbed this piece of wire.
I cr- I replaced the fuse with a piece of wire. I knew it was dangerous, but I was desperate enough to disregard everything I knew about standard safety precautions. Excuse me, Mr. Leary. I fixed your glass washer, no problem.
Bingo! And a blessing to all the saints. A free half-pint to that man on the house. Now, could you take a look at the beer pumps?
I guess so, but I'm not making any promises.
If you can't fix them, I'll have a riot on me hands.
The pumps are in the cellar, right?
That's right. You'll find a flashlight down there somewhere.
Let's go see what's down there. Ooh.
I pushed the lever and heard the grating of metal, but nothing appeared to happen. I pulled the lever and the bolt creaked back into place.
Can we try again? Let's see. No, it's not
I
working.
pushed.
So I have to go up again. Something is dripping. And it's dripping.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Look, I gotta be going.
If they could do something, yeah, but the lever don't work. It's that side. Let's see what we must climbing the soul's knot. Not lifting tool. I have to get us out probably.
I pulled the lever and the bolt creaked back into place. I pushed the lever and heard the grating of metal, but nothing appeared to happen.
Okay. Not working. Let's see if we do this now. Still not working.
impossible to return the switch to its original position.
Let's see if we go down here.
I pulled the lever and the bolt creaked back into place.
It doesn't retain. Plan those all. What do you have? What do I have? I have nothing. This. Unless I use this thing. No, nothing else here. Just hear what the act is saying.
Hey, McGuire,
What?
what do you make of this, kid?
That's one of Leary's towels. He'll skin you alive.
That old windbag doesn't scare me. Anyhow, I'm only borrowing it.
You're pretty cool, mister. For an old guy.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
I need to get something, some tool. I'm looking at this guy. But how do I get it?
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Here's something which might interest you.
It doesn't.
Look, I gotta be going.
Hey! Hello there again, mister.
Nothing here.
Bye for now. Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien.
Hello there. What now?
Goodbye for now.
Good riddance to you.
I need to get something. There's nothing here.
Hello again. What? I'll see you later.
There's nothing to touch. Can't do anything. Working. Not working.
I pushed my fingers into the narrow crack. It went back several inches into the rock. I pushed my fingers into the narrow crack. It went back several inches into the rock.
And then
inserted the end of the lifting key in the mortar's crack and gave it a firm shove. It remained lodged in the wall, jutting out to form a step.
Okay. Wait. Whoa! What the hell is this thing? What? Hmm.
The rope by which the goat was tethered
goat.
had become tangled on the old plowshare.
It's the goat! The goat is spearing me like it's nothing. I must give the goat something. What must I give the goat? uh.
As I dipped my fingers into the soft white powder, I realized what it was. Plaster of Paris. I'd used it in kindergarten to make casts of animal paw prints. I reached into the sack, but it was empty. The statue was too heavy to lift. It overbalanced into the sand. As I swung the stone upright, I noticed it had left a pattern of holes in the sand. I placed my fingers in the 5 impressions left by the fallen stone. It was weird. They fit perfectly.
Okay. Let's see.
I tried in vain to move the panel. I placed my fingers and thumb into the holes in the wall. Nothing happened.
No.
I sprinkled the plaster on the sand until the holes were filled. I smoothed the plaster level with the sand. It was my first experience of home improvement. I smoothed.
And then? How do you kick a goat?
I squeezed the towel as hard as I could, but it was barely damp. I smoothed.
Okay. Damned. Something wet. What?
I squeezed the towel as hard as I could, but it was barely damp.
Probably have to go make it wet. I need some water. Let's go get some water. Nothing me.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Does this...
I'm not interested.
It's fast.
Look, I gotta be going.
And you get water.
I pushed the lever and heard the grating of metal, but nothing appeared to happen.
Sink where? Where's the sink? I don't see anything. The goat was like, you shall not pass until you give me sway. I'm starving. You can starve on, like... I have to do something here. Like broken. He doesn't need anything! I hear drip drip, but I see nothing. This thing needs to be... What? None of those are working. I probably have to do something on top.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Look, I gotta be going.
Hey! Hello there again, mister.
Do you recognize this white powder?
No, I don't.
Bye for now. Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien.
Hello there. What now?
What do you make of this white powder?
Could it be bicarbonate of soda?
Goodbye for now.
Good riddance to you.
I need water.
Hello again.
What?
What do you make of this white powder?
Ah! Hay fever!
I'll see you later. Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
May I borrow this towel?
You can keep it.
Look, I gotta be going.
I need to make this sound wet. But I need to get these lights on. What do I do to get this light on?
I
No, 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 no.
I pulled.
But nothing seems to happen. What do I do here now? I'm missing something. Let's talk to the boy outside, maybe. Something.
Hey, McGuire.
What?
Do you know what this white powder is?
No.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
It was impossible to return the switch to its original position.
Let's go check here again. Maybe I missed something.
I reached into the
I've seeked water. Has to be here somewhere. There's nothing here. Let's see. It's not working, guys. What must I do now? Oh, wait. Need to fix that thing. I think I know what I must do. Want to take this thing anymore? Oh. I can't take that thing. That was wrong of me now.
I pushed the lever and heard the grating of metal, but nothing appeared to happen.
See. Oh, I was right.
The trap door and an overpowering smell of stale beer rose from the cellar below. I looked down on a stone-tiled floor, way too far to jump.
Excuse me.
There was a nasty feeling in my guts I usually associated with light opera. It was Khan. What's the problem?
Did you see what happened here a few minutes ago?
What was that?
A man was involved in an unfortunate accident.
I didn't see anything.
What about the boy?
He doesn't know anything either. The kid, well, you know how it is in these rural communities. Not enough genes to go around. I prayed McGuire had the sense to keep his mouth shut. Was the guy hurt bad?
He's been taken care of, but he thinks he dropped a small parcel. You didn't happen to find it, did you?
If I had, I would have taken it to the police.
Of course. Thank you.
Oh, that guy is the...
It was impossible.
So I have to talk to this guy to get a lead or something, probably.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Look, I gotta be going. Hey, McGuire.
What?
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Now I could see. I spotted
Okay.
Mr. Leary's flashlight easily. Then I noticed a flash of light. Something sparkling beneath the open trap door. It was Peagram's gem, all right. A large, uncut blue stone. I guess I was already under its spell.
Did you find it?
What?
Whatever you was looking for.
Yeah. Listen, McGuire. I want you to keep this to yourself.
No problemo. Just chuck us up a crate of lager.
No way. You're not old enough.
We can sell it and make some cash.
Forget it, kid. I couldn't betray Mr. Leary's trust.
I could, for sure. That old misery guts deserves it.
If you want to do me a favor, keep a lookout for that guy in the suit.
Okay. But it'll cost you a packet of chips.
Oh, and shout if you see that Ferrari.
Okay, I got the gem. And... what's this? Flashlight. Right, need to make that wet.
The slow drip of water barely dampened the towel.
Why? Why is it tamping?
The slow drip.
Okay. What did I get?
It was
What's
the
this?
barman's flashlight. It was a large blue gemstone. It was a rectangle of toweling printed with the words, Nagopaline Stout builds body. It was a handful of plaster left in the castle by Peagram's archaeology team. The slow drip of water barely dampened the towel.
Something else here.
The slow drip of water barely dampened the towel.
There must be something else.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
I found your flashlight.
So I see it. You'd better keep hold of that until you fix the pumps.
Does this gem mean anything to you?
Phew. What a beauty. I bet you wish that was real, don't you?
Look, I gotta be going.
Wait, what did I say? Let's see if it's working now.
I squeezed the towel as hard as I could.
No, it didn't work. To get something. To get something. Need to fix that.
The slow drip of water barely dampened the towel.
So what does it do? What you guys think I must do? Okay.
The slow drip of water barely... I squeezed the towel as hard as I could, but it was barely damp.
For fuck's sakes. I didn't do what they say.
The slow drip of water barely dampened the towel.
Barely.
The slow drip of water barely dampened the towel.
I do that. Then they say I must get back before it's dry, but I do it before it's dry, but it's not working. Well, I'm doing something very wrong here.
I squeezed the towel.
Doesn't work.
I smoothed the plaster level with the sand.
Doesn't work.
The slow drip of water barely dampened the towel.
I have to get the towel wet now. Spud. Sorry if I say your name wrong. I don't know what to do now. I got past the goat.
The slow drip of water barely dampened the towel.
It doesn't work. It's like barely.
The slow drip of water barely dampened the towel.
Try something really obvious. Like what? I don't know. I can't think. It doesn't work. Turn the tap on. How do I turn the tap?
The faucet creaked.
Oh,
and
sir!
spewed out a stream of rusty-colored water.
Oh my word, I would have been here all day. Thank you, Spout, for the help.
I held the towel under the faucet and soaked it with water. I shut off the faucet as tight as I could, but it kept on dripping.
Let's go back to the goat place. I didn't even think about turning the tap on. I'm sleeping. What's up, Legion School? Where must I
A
run?
trickle of water was quickly absorbed by the plaster.
Okay, let's take the
I
plus.
eased the solid piece of plaster from the sand. Underneath, it had formed a perfect copy of the statue.
Okay, let's do this. Let's see what's gonna
The
happen.
hardened plaster cast fitted snugly into the 5 matching sockets. There was a soft thud, then silence.
Whoa. What is gonna happen here? I wonder. That evening back in Paris. Okay. Secrets.
There wasn't anyone that I needed to call. I had messages waiting to be played.
You have 3 messages.
Hey, Collard, it's me, your favorite editor. Guess what? I'm gonna give you a second chance. I need somebody to write the TV column. Pays lousy, so what's new? If you're interested, drop by the office. In fact, drop by the office anyway. We have to talk, Nico. That story of yours I spiked. It won't go away. You've made some dangerous enemies out there.
Hey, Nico, it's your old pal. I mean, your new pal, George. Whoa, Ireland. It's a whole different country. And I got some amazing news for you. Gem of a story, in fact. Oh, gotta go. Yeah, fella here's got a drink lined up for me. See you tomorrow, Nico. Slàinte. Yep, only here for a day and I'm speaking the lingo like a local.
Mademoiselle Coulard, this is Imelda Carchon. I wanted to thank you for being so understanding when... Come to lunch, why don't you? Tomorrow. I might have more news. There's a Monsieur Merlon coming to see me this evening. He says he knows why Pierre was murdered. In fact, he'll be here shortly. I shall let you know what he says. Goodbye, dear girl. Till tomorrow.
Merlin? Oh my god. Merlin's the killer. I better get over there and warn her now. When it came to being two-faced, Imelda was up there with the best. I owed her nothing, but I couldn't just let her die.
Let's go to
I arrived to find the Palais Royal courtyard deserted. I only hoped that I'd beaten the assassin here. I had to warn Imelda before it was too late. Locked? No
You let
way
her
was I going to
die
break
because
through a door
it's...
like that.
She's nasty.
The intercom system wasn't working. Bad sign. Somebody had cut the wire.
What should I do now? Need to find a way in.
Locked? A hair clip to pick a high security.
Okay, lady. Let's see.
I unhooked the first wire.
Så svärdsorden är så över. Should I let her die?
I released the second wire. Even with both wires removed, the statue remained upright. If I could deconstruct this, I could deconstruct anything.
Let's go up on
That
top.
broken window looked like the best way in.
Okay, let's go. To direct the place.
The plastic sheet was thick and strong. I'd need more than my hands to tear it.
More than my hands. See it. This thing.
No.
No.
No. No.
What? Plot.
No. No.
What do I need? Oh, this thing.
No.
No.
My God, I'm too late. Imelda. Oh no. Nico? Don't worry, you're going to be all right.
You know that isn't true.
It was Merlin, wasn't it?
Dressed as a cavalier. How absurd. You came to warn me, didn't you?
I must be crazy.
Let me see you, Nico.
All this time you were just using me. Which one is the real Imelda?
You are an extraordinary girl. Thierry would have been so proud of you.
You didn't know my father.
So like him. Something about the eyes. I wish we'd had time to get to know each other.
No, Legion
She
does
was
not.
gone. She cheated me, lied to me, used me. But why?
Legion's go. I didn't break in.
Even in death, Imelda looked the same. Beautiful, inscrutable. The Ice Queen alone in her ice palace. I opened it. I took the
Exit
key.
key.
I had to leave. I knew I could never return.
Oh. What was the key for?
In the dim light, a small sinister... It was a bug. Oh! You don't scare me.
You didn't scare me. Tom, no! It's the investigation. I'm a journalist. That's nothing to do with me. I just took the key.
The box was carved by my father. It never had a key. The elephant on the lid was a perfect match to Carchon's.
Whoever find her, it
I took
will
out the key.
can notify the police. She's a
I
rich
couldn't
woman.
believe it. Imelda's key opened my father's box. I dreaded what I was going to find inside. It was a photograph of Imelda. But why here? In my father's box? I felt as if a black hole had swallowed me up. Imelda and Carchon grinning. While behind them a village was being razed to the ground. Its people butchered. And there, next to them, staring out at me across the years, my own father. There was a letter. I feared there was even worse to come.
Oh, don't tell me.
Hotel Saint Georges, Algiers, Friday. My darling Thierry, by the time you read this, you'll be safely out of Africa. You need not fear.
Not in
Pierre and
your
the organization
country.
do not know who
Oh,
you're really working for.
so she got away with it.
Did you think I would betray you? I could not. You wanted me to leave him, but I don't have your courage. I know too much of what has been going on here. They would find me and they would kill us both. Enjoy your life in Paris, Thierry. Your life of honor, of patriotic duty. Do they give medals to spies? No, they'll just give you a funny job in an embassy somewhere. I could never share that with you. Imagine me, a diplomat's wife. So I must stay here with Pierre, the two of us bound together by what we have done to this country. Au revoir, my love. You will be in my heart until I die. Imelda. Suddenly everything made sense. My father had been working undercover for the government. He was one of the good guys after all.
Oh, the song.
He and Imelda must have fallen in love. She'd found out who he really was, so he had to leave. It had broken her heart, but she had never revealed it to anyone. I knew I couldn't either. Whatever he was doing, he'd had good reason to keep it secret. I decided I would respect that and tell nobody.
Oh, maybe that lady's her mom the next morning. Oh, she was sitting and
I
sleeping.
knew it was George. For a moment I was tempted to pretend that I was out, or ask him to go away and come back later. But then... Come in.
Hello, George.
My best friend found a
So,
black
what
mamba
did you
outside
say
his
last
house
night?
when he was
At
4.
McDevitt's.
That would scare
I
me
get to
more than
drinking
a
with Doyle
box.
and a couple of the guys.
That explains
There
why
are
you
some
look
scary
so cute
people
today. Did you get
in the
anything for
background
Doyle?
with the
Not
rifles.
much.
In
I
the
had to share
in
the
that
room with another
picture.
guy.
Did he snore?
Hardly. He was dead.
And
The
did
voice
Peter
of
Pan
it
disappear?
was terrible.
Without a
Smash that
trace.
like button. Okay.
But my visit wasn't a complete waste of time.
Bronze.
Pecan's gem?
The Templars gem. Whoever Jacques Marquet is, he's in for a disappointment.
Jacques Marquet?
He's the guy who should have collected the gem from Fitzgerald.
What are your plans?
I want to find out who, what, or where Montfaucon was. All I've got to go by is the name and a picture of a hanged man.
If you leave night tap on, you can get a bit now. But the seller. Oh yeah. What should we do here?
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
What did we see?
A knight with a crystal ball. The knight scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened. There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces. There's a guy working on a loom. There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
Okay.
Look there, 2 guys on the same horse. What are your plans?
I want to find out who, what, or where Montfaucon was. All I've got to go by is the name and a picture of a hanged man. I can't sit here all day, much as I'd like to.
Okay. Don't forget to look for Lopinot at the Kron Museum. And why don't you see if Rosso has heard anything?
Okay. Anything else I can do for you while I'm out? Shopping, a trip to the laundry?
Okay, have a good day, Spud.
Take care of yourself.
Thanks for being there. For being here.
I so much wanted to talk to George about everything that had happened, but I knew I never could. My father's connection to Africa would have to remain a secret forever. His bravery would be known only to the government and to me. Revealing it would just damage his memory. People would take the story and twist it. Before long, he would be the villain and Carchon would be the hero. I know how they do that. I'm a journalist.
There is not much of a hint to follow. Let me go see what is here. Let's go see the. Is this man not yet back?
Pardon me? Oui, monsieur?
Do you know anything about the Knights of the Temple?
No, sir. Not a sausage.
The sign on the tripod says it was found at a Templar preceptory.
It does?
Yeah. It doesn't mention John Dee at all.
Most remiss.
You don't know anything about the tripod, do you?
No, I don't.
I need
was.
to-
It taught me what you know.
I don't
Do
need
you?
this.
At your age? Thanks for your help.
I don't know what to do now. Let's take a hint. Is that cheating if you take a hint? That's not a German guy. I don't think this guy knows anything.
Hi there, remember me?
Ah, mais oui, Inspector. Have you found him?
Who?
The man in the sewer, of course.
I'm, sifting through the evidence.
Rather you than me, monsieur. So, when you are not
The stereotypes of
sewers, what do you do?
I take a lot of showers.
Oh, very good, monsieur. A policeman with a sense of humor.
Nothing here, so I must go to the police station probably. And see what they have to say. Oh, you're German, Tom Tom. I don't know. This man is not here.
Sergeant Moo,
Yes,
have you heard of a man called Marquet?
yes. He used to be known as the Mole of Montmartre. I heard he's been hospitalized, probably by one of his rivals.
Which hospital was Marquet taken to?
The Hagenmeyer Clinic in the Avenue des Hérissons.
Why was Marquet known as the Mole of Montmartre?
Because he lived in Montmartre, I suppose.
Yeah, but why the mole?
I don't know. Maybe he ruined people's lawns.
I'd like to report an assault.
Yes, monsieur? Where is the victim?
I'm the victim. I've been harassed by a pair of thugs.
I see. And where did this alleged assault take place?
Outside the Hotel Ubu. They stopped me as I was leaving and went through my pockets.
Could you describe the suspects, monsieur?
One looked like a gorilla, and the other looked like a weasel. Their names are Flap and Guido.
I'll
Tom.
get them this time.
For subscribing. Okay, let's
See you
go.
later, Sergeant.
This guy is gone. Have to go to the hospital. Let's go, Ray.
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Really? If you wish to make an appointment, see the receptionist.
I'm looking for a guy named Jacques Marquet.
In which department does he work?
He doesn't. He's a patient.
I see. You do realize there are strict policies regarding visiting hours, don't you?
This is important. I have to talk to Marquet urgently.
We make no exceptions to the rules.
It's a matter of life and death.
The well-oiled running of this hospital is a matter of life and death. That's
Wow, this is a grumpy
why we
man.
have rules.
He's very rude.
I think I ought to warn you that Marquet is not what he seems.
Explain yourself.
He's in league with a bunch of guys who want to take over the world.
Nonsense. Besides, Marquet's employers have paid in advance for one of our most exclusive private rooms.
Could you tell me who Marquet's employers are?
Certainly not.
Oh, this is a mean man. Let's see.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, sir, I do not.
Does this white powder mean anything to you?
No, sir, I do not pretend to know the pharmacist's job.
It's COVID
Do you
restrictions.
recognize this red nose, sir?
No, I do not. This is a hospital, not a circus ring. We minister to the sick in body, not the sick in mind.
Have you ever heard of the Club Alamat?
No, sir, I have not.
Does the name Thomas Merlin mean anything to you?
No, it does not.
Do you want the diamond?
Look at this, Doc. It's a genuine medieval type gemstone.
Yes, so I see. Remarkable.
To piss me off.
I have to
Why?
take this gem to Marquet. He might be able to explain its significance.
My dear chap, Marquet has other things on his mind right now.
Like what?
His catheter, for one.
Thanks for your help.
Let's talk to the lady.
Excuse me.
Yes,
Oh,
Is this the
Metro. Hi.
correct.
I thought I was in
How
a
are you
garden center.
doing,
Oh, the
Mr.
plants.
Villain?
They were my idea. A little greenery to evoke the spirit of nature. How may I help you?
No.
I'm here to see
I'm not trying to bribe him with the diamond.
Are you related to our client, sir?
As I say yes now, yes now. I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, I'm his long-lost brother.
A brother half his age with a different name and an American accent.
Yeah, people always say that. I blame Mom. We were separated at an early age.
Oh no,
After a
to
mix-up in
Metro, you the
nursery
hero.
at the Oakland shopping mall.
I've never heard anything so ridiculous in all my life.
I guess not. So, do I get to see Marquet before the funeral?
That attitude will get you nowhere. My instructions were quite clear. No one gets to see Marquet. So unless you can prove you're a relative or a close acquaintance, you're wasting your time here.
Has Marquet been visited by a man in a clown costume?
Oh no.
You haven't
You play
seen him in
mom.
disguise?
Well, there's Theodore the Bear. He comes every Thursday to entertain the children. Personally, I think he scares them half to death in that crummy old bear suit. If I was stuck on my back with tubes in every orifice, he's the last person I'd want to see.
Has Marquet had a visit from a pair of gangsters?
I should hope not. Can you describe them?
A thin guy who looks like a weasel and his friend, the gorilla.
Sounds as if they escaped from the zoo.
They escaped from the zoo. Let's
Is
see
this
what
plaster any use to you?
I'm allergic to
I'm gonna do that. I need to find
Have
evidence.
you seen this man here at the clinic?
No, sir. And I never forget a face.
It's Briber who's
What does this gem suggest to you?
I advise you not to flash that around.
why not, lady?
What does this false nose remind you of?
You lost.
It's a clown's nose.
The Metro now don't like.
Have you heard of the club element?
No. It sounds romantic, doesn't it?
Look at this ID pass.
So you're Merlin. Marquet's been asking for you.
Oh, does it help?
Yes. He was
The
shouting
diamond
your
didn't
name
work.
when they brought him in here. Now, let me see.
You lost everything, Metro.
He was on ward B12, as I recall. Oh, he's being transferred to... Oh dear. He's on ward J2. That's
J2.
Nurse Grendel's ward.
Who's
What's
this
so bad
grade?
about Nurse Grendel?
She runs that ward like a South American prison.
Keeping a well-disciplined ward isn't a crime, is it?
Well disciplined. In the discipline and punishment stakes, she'd whip the butt off
She
the
liked the
heat of
diamond.
club. Everything, I mean everything, is done to a strict routine. 6 o'clock alarm call, 6:10 bowel movements, and woe betide anyone who doesn't have a result. Those patients of hers are like Pavlova's dogs.
She sounds like a real nightmare.
And then some.
If Nurse Grendel is that bad, how come the authorities tolerate her?
She's like part of the furniture.
I was beginning to get the picture. This woman was jealous, with a big green capital J. How do I find Nurse Grendel's ward?
Down the corridor on the left, turn right at the senior consultant's washroom. Right again at the executive coffee lounge. Bear left past the administrator's sauna. And turn left at the end. That's J2.
And good luck. Okay, thank you, lady.
Thanks for your help, ma'am.
You're welcome.
As I turned the corner, I saw the source of the hellish
The
noise.
coffee
which echoed
is
through
great.
the
I
halls.
don't know.
It was an industrial polishing machine with an odd-looking guy in tow. Hello.
What's that?
I said hello.
Oh, hiya.
I'd like to talk to you for a minute.
That's what I thought you said. Don't look so down in the mouth. No matter how bad things seem, I never let life get on top of
None
me.
of you is winners here.
What's your secret?
Why, it's easy. All you have to do is smile and whistle this little tune.
You know what? If you start whistling, I'll bust you in the teeth.
It's a deal.
No, it's not.
Seen any,
It doesn't
sailor
work on the woman
characters
here.
About in the quarters?
No, sir, I haven't. But I've got nothing to worry about. What's that, Mr. Shiny? You'd take good care of the rascals, I'll bet you would. With a friend like him, I've no fear of oppressors.
It must be a great comfort.
He is.
Do you know where I'd find a patient called Marquet?
No, I'm not allowed on the wards with Mr. Shiny.
Mr. Shiny.
Would Mr. Shiny be your polishing machine by any chance?
Please, don't call him that. He's more of a friend than a machine. I've had Mr. Shiny for 3 years, and he's never let me down once.
How come you got so attached to a polishing machine?
I asked you not to call him that. He's got a name, you know.
Yeah, Mr. Shiny. It's just that...
You think it's odd, don't you? I don't mind. The rest of the staff think I'm twisted. I heard them snorking behind my back when I gave Mr. Shiny his weekly pull.
Diamonds are forever, yes. Thank you,
See you
sir.
later.
Yeah, take care now.
The connector in the socket supplied electricity to the polishing machine.
Probably have to use that later. Ooh, this nest looks like...
Oui, monsieur.
Is this Ward J2?
It is, but you're not supposed to be here. We have strict rules about visiting hours.
Can't you make an exception? I've come all the way from California.
You must
I
go to the
won't
doctor.
get it. I won't get arrested.
What if he snuffs it?
You can't
You
talk
like to
that.
be arrested.
This is a hospital. You will have to leave.
The connector in the socket supplied electricity to the polishing machine.
Okay. I went to the wrong way.
Oh, hi. No whistling, right?
Right. What's the problem with Nurse Grendel?
She's uptight and twisted on account of a broken heart.
Oh, that's too bad. I thought she was just plain bad-tempered.
That also,
Broken heart?
By the way, sir, I wouldn't stand too close to Mr. Shiny's grease valve. If he has an emission, it'll take the shine clean off your shoes. Say, nice sneakers.
Thanks. See you later.
Yeah, take care now. Hey now, you can't go in there.
How come?
I'm responsible for the contents of that cupboard.
You're not banned from jail. We have to get this plucked out.
As I tugged the plug out of the socket, the polishing machine coughed, spluttered, and died.
Mr. Shiny, what's wrong, pal?
Let's go inside. Metro! The prison, that's your home. You like it in there.
Good afternoon, doctor. The patients are ready for your inspection, doctor.
Thank you, nurse.
You'll need this, doctor.
She gave me a long, narrow metal box and a stunning smile. Thanks.
Could you take a look at the client in bed number 3 now? His name is Eric Sopmarsh.
Hello, Rico. How are you doing?
Do you have any clowns on the ward?
Welcome.
Why, yes, we do. A professional clown.
Don't tell me you're not a doctor.
Monsieur Boissy has been in a coma for the last 3 months.
What's wrong with Boissy?
He was involved in a very nasty accident. A silly stunt involving a unicycle. His current condition is due to post-traumatic shock. It's unlikely he'll ever perform as a clown again.
It's an ill wind that blows nobody any good. Do you have a patient named Marquet on this ward?
Oui, monsieur. He is in the private room at the end of the ward. He has been placed in strict isolation.
Why is Marquet in quarantine?
If you wish to know more, you'll have to speak to Herr Hagenmeier. All I know is that Marquet's room is strictly out of bounds.
Do you know who paid for Marquet's room?
No, of course I don't.
Preferential treatment like that must cost an arm and a leg.
That's not my concern, monsieur.
Okay.
Thank you, nurse.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Let's go to the patients.
Hello? Anybody home?
Who are you?
My name is Dr. Stobart, and I'm here to steer you down the rocky road to recovery.
Dr. Monroe said there was no cure for what I've got.
Your problem is you stayed in bed too long.
Are you sure you're a qualified doctor?
You better believe it. What can you tell me about Marquet?
He's the man in the private room.
What new doctor? You're not a new
That room
doctor.
was mine before I was tossed out like a common squatter.
Do you know what's wrong with Marquet?
They won't even say what's wrong with me.
Okay,
Tell me, doctor,
Ritmetro.
what's your opinion?
It's too early to say.
But I've been here for 3 months.
What's your impression of Nurse Grendel?
She's a very efficient young woman.
Efficient? You make her sound like a vacuum cleaner.
A vacuum
I've no
cleaner?
complaints.
The woman in reception described Nurse Grendel as a monster.
Well, that's simply not true. She's quite strict, but that's her job, isn't it? You've got to have discipline in a place like this.
Okay.
I'll come back later.
Let's see. Let's go that side. Oh no, wrong.
Doctor!
Why is he calling?
What is it?
You haven't taken my blood pressure.
Seems fine to me.
You're not doing it right.
Of course I am.
No, you're not. Dr. Monroe never did it like that.
I can't take a satisfactory reading while you're excited like this. I'll come back later.
You will come back later. Let's go.
Oh, doctor.
What now?
You didn't finish taking my blood pressure.
Seriously now.
Okay, let's try again.
Uh-oh. I also don't know what is going on here.
You don't have the first idea what you're doing, do you?
I'll come back when you've recovered your manners. Hi, it's me again.
Oh. What is this?
I'll come back later.
You haven't finished.
This guy is now.
Will you keep quiet? You're
Yes, I
disturbing
see
the
that
patients.
person.
I'll keep quiet when you've taken my blood pressure properly.
I have to see Jacques Marquet first.
How come he gets preferential treatment? It's because he's got money, isn't it?
I'll come back.
The
when you
nurse
dealt with
doesn't
that
even
chip on your
notice him.
shoulder.
Let's go.
You haven't finished.
What the hell is wrong with this guy? I must probably talk to this nurse.
Will you keep
I'll keep.
I have to.
Oh, it's because.
I'll come.
Okay, let's go to this nurse. Let's see.
Pardon me, nurse.
Oui, monsieur.
Thank you, nurse.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Right, let me see. How do I get through the sword? Who's this?
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Yes, sir? Pleased to meet you, sir.
Call me George if you like.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's my name.
My name's Benoit, but everyone calls me Bunny.
Bunny?
That's right. I used to have this cute habit when I was a kid.
Keep it to yourself, Benoit. Do you know anything about a patient named Marquet?
No, sir, I don't know much about any of the patients.
I've never met a doctor who admits that he's only human.
I'm only a trainee, sir.
Who is mom, Mitra?
Do you know the nurse on Ward J2?
No, monsieur. This is my first day here. I can't wait to get my hands dirty. I was talking about treating my first patient, of course. I didn't mean to get my hands dirty with a nurse.
Shut up, Benoit.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
See you later.
Right.
Excuse me, sir.
Aha! Just the man. You must be the new boy.
I'm not a new boy.
Well,
I'm not the mom,
make
Mitra.
yourself useful. Bunny, come here, boy. This is Benoit, my nephew. Can I trust you to look after him? He is fresh out of medical school.
Why would people in the hospital know about these weird habits as a kid? I don't
Show
know.
him around. Let him see some real suffering.
Let's go. Let's go to that man. Why am I? Metro. Why? Because you were in jail. Okay.
I'll come back later.
I need to tell him to
Hey,
treat this
Benoit.
guy.
Yes, sir?
Follow me, Benoit.
I'm right behind you, sir.
Let's see.
Pardon me, nurse.
Oui, monsieur.
I don't know what is going on here.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Okay, let's go.
You haven't finished taking my blood pressure.
Will you keep quiet? You're disturbing the other patients.
I'll keep quiet when you've taken my blood pressure properly.
I have to see Jacques Marquet first.
How come he gets preferential treatment?
Toothpaste
It's
of
because
this
he's got money.
You are the one, and who's the other one?
With that chip on your shoulder.
Am I supposed
Hey,
to?
Benoit.
Yes, sir?
Do you know what this white powder is?
No, sir?
Okay, I got a nephew here.
Follow me, Benoit.
I'm right behind you, sir.
Metal, that's mean. Okay. I have to give him the thing.
Hey, Benoit.
Yes, sir?
Here, take this pressure gauge.
Thank you, sir.
Benoit.
What do you want me to do with it?
Well, keep it safe until I think of something. Follow me, Benoit.
I'm right behind you, sir.
Hi, it's me.
No.
I'll come back later.
Why is it nice? It's not nice.
You haven't finished taking my blood pressure.
Why doesn't Benoit do it? Benoit, do it.
Will you keep quiet?
I'll keep...
I have...
How come he gets preferential treatment? It's because he's got money, isn't it?
I'll come back when you've dealt
We
with that shit on
didn't
your
Metro, you crazy! I need to tell him to do the
shoulder. Hey,
continuing.
Benoit!
Yes, sir?
Do you still have that gauge I gave you?
Ah, yes. What do you want me to do with it?
Use it on Eric Sopmarsh.
Okay.
You too old.
I'm Dr. Stobart.
Bonjour, doctor.
I don't know what is
Have you heard of a guy called Marquet?
He's in quarantine, doc. Right behind this here door.
Marquet is just the man I wanted to see.
I wouldn't go in there if I was you. He has anthrax.
I have to visit my patient.
What for?
Routine. I have to check he's still breathing.
What if he's not?
I'll sign the certificate and register.
Metro,
his-
you bring yourself in
That's
this
a
world,
cold
not
and
me.
distant attitude to death.
Well, I've been institutionalized to the point of godlike aloofness.
The white coat suits you.
Thanks. Have you seen any suspicious characters on the ward?
Yeah, I have.
A gorilla and a weasel?
No, this was a tatty old bear.
How is the bear acting suspiciously?
Well,
You good and bad. You more good and
Is that
bad.
against the law?
no, but it's pretty weird for a bear.
Is he messing with me now?
Catch you later, officer.
Au revoir, doc.
Oh my word, look at how the man look like.
Marquet?
Yes. I'm Marquet. I've been expecting you.
You have?
Well, what are you
Doom is more good than is evil.
always
I just want to know what I should do with the gem.
the Lahmar gem?
Yeah, right here in my pocket.
I thought you were one of the assassin.
Not me. I never inhaled.
So
Yeah, he looks bad, Tom.
in my
He
place.
looks very bad en like baie opgemors.
You could hardly make the trip to Ireland in your condition. What should I do with the gem?
Deliver it to the
Winning is in your blood.
master. Quickly tell him that I have found the tripod right here in Paris.
You have it?
Not yet, but it's being taken care of. I hired a couple of soldiers with a flair for petty crime.
No, both of you
That be Flap
can't
and
win.
Guido by any
He both
chance?
loses.
Know them as for Gloucester. He has gone on to Syria on a wild goose chase.
They have geese in Syria?
He has a theory about the location of the
That's enough excitement for one day, Monsieur Marquet. What are you doing here?
Talking to this patient, of course.
Monsieur Marquet is my patient. If Herr Hagenmeyer was to hear that...
Okay, I'm going. I'd learned all I could from Marquet anyhow.
Oh, there you are, sir. I was just coming to look for you. I finished with your pressure gauge.
Metro, you lie.
Thanks, Bunny.
What technology? It sounds as if someone's having a cardiac arrest.
It's all right. The doctor's in there with him.
Are you sure he was a doctor?
She isn't serious.
Monsieur, he showed me his ID. It was Dr. Braille.
There's no Dr. Braille working here.
He's an imposter! The door's locked. Help
Winning
me,
is
officer.
in my mind, soul, body, and blood.
Stand
And the
back,
universe
monsieur.
all know as a winner from Evans Town to hell how we. Oh, Metro, I'm not your mom. Oh, weird. Metro is looking for a mom here, guys. Back in Nicolas'
Hello,
apartment.
Georges.
I found Jacques Marquet.
Did he talk?
Yeah, he talked. For the very last time.
He's dead.
Yeah, killed in cold blood by a bogus doctor.
That's despicable. What
Oh
kind
my
of
gosh,
guy
you
would
two
pass
are
himself off as a
crazy
doctor and
winners
take
here.
advantage of a dying
Wannabe
man?
winners.
Was it Khan?
No, I don't know who he was, but it certainly wasn't Khan. He got away, out the window. Have you ever heard of the Hashiashin?
No.
Marquet said that they were his biggest enemy.
His biggest enemy was the bogus
The
doctor.
fake dog, that
Don't
third
remind me.
fake
That
doctor
guy was
escaped.
evil. He had wild, staring eyes like a dead fish. I'll never trust a doctor again. Do you think the assassin was responsible for killing Marquet?
I don't think so. He could have finished him off the first time. Besides, Marquet would have recognized him.
He was pumped to the gills with sedatives. He wouldn't have recognized the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse unless they'd introduced themselves.
Yeah.
I guess I'd better go back and talk to that weirdo.
Which one, Rosso or Sergeant Mou? Oh, but you're referring to Andre.
I'll let you work it out.
This world's assassin. I'm not a mom. Ready? Let's go to this. Let's see if they stole the tribe. See ya.
I beg your pardon. Are you Andre Lobineau?
That's me. You want my
Why'd you
autograph?
call me mom
I
today?
was told you may be able
Admitro,
to
that's not funny.
My name is George Stobart. I'd like your professional opinion.
Well, okay, shoot.
Does the name Montfaucon mean anything to you?
Sure, it was the most grisly spectacle in Paris until the Revolution.
I'm known by the Titans as chosen and
Montfaucon was the
chosen.
place of execution for many thousands. A dark temple of death with row upon row of arches, each one framing a grim exhibit. Scores of rotting corpses.
Oh my word, I knew you were good.
While the crows devour.
I knew you were good, Metro. I knew it.
That explains the image of the hanged man. I found a reference to Montfaucon in Ireland, in a village called Lochmarn.
Lochmarn? That's where Pegram was digging.
That's right. He'd left the excavation before I arrived. Do you know Pegram well?
Not really. I met him at a conference. I would have liked to talk to him in depth, but I didn't have time.
When was this?
Oh, back in the summer, July, I think.
I think you ought to know that the tripod is going to be stolen.
The Lochmarn tripod? No.
It's true. I can give you a description of the thieves.
Before the supposed event has taken place?
I heard them planning the raid.
They're wasting their time. The tripod is protected by a state-of-the-art alarm system.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, you guys are really.
Have you ever heard of the Hashashin?
Why, yes, it was a radical Muslim sect whose name became synonymous with murder. It was formed in 11th century Persia, shortly before the Crusades.
At roughly the same time as the Templars.
Yes, they gave a new word to our language, Assassini, the assassins.
How did the assassins get their name?
From the legends surrounding the secrets of their initiation rites. A young man who sought to join the sect was given hashish until he drifted into dreams. He awoke to find himself in a fabulous garden with everything he could wish for. The freshest water, the most delicious food, the choicest hash, and the most delectable women imaginable.
Cool. Do you have the address?
I haven't finished the story. There was a price to pay for this taste of paradise.
Wouldn't you just know it?
The young man would wake the next day to find himself back in the real world.
Yes, the
He was told
assassins.
that he'd been given a glimpse of the heaven reserved for holy martyrs. A heaven he would enjoy for eternity if he was willing to join the Hashashin.
If he's willing to join the
How do the
Hashash.
assassins operate?
Well, as I explained, the new recruits would be only too willing to die for the cause. They'd be instructed in the use of the dagger, poisons, and disguise. Then, the Grand Master of the sect would name an enemy of Allah.
And they'd stop at nothing to eliminate that enemy.
You got it. They were fearless and deadly.
Does the cult of the assassins still exist?
Take a look around at the world today. You tell me.
Why don't you loan the tripod to me for safekeeping?
Because I'd never see it again.
Well, don't you trust me?
It's not a question of trust, George. That tripod is hundreds of years old and extremely fragile.
I get your point. Where was the site of Montfaucon?
To the northeast, near the Canal Saint-Martin, but there's nothing there now. The old gibbet was torn down during the Revolution.
I'd like your opinion on a medieval manuscript.
Vraiment? Do you have it with you?
No, it's too fragile. And besides, there are certain people who'd stop at nothing to get their hands on it.
Intriguing. Do you have a copy of the
Well, I would
text?
do the same
There
thing. I
isn't
didn't know
much.
bit
Only a few
of
Latin
exposing to
phrases.
powerful
I was
drugs
kind of
in
hoping
the
you'd help
11th
decipher the
century.
pictures.
Without seeing the manuscript, that's a tall order.
Just tell me one thing. What does the image of two men riding on the same horse suggest to you?
The Knights Templar. Does the Templar seal appear on this manuscript? I'd love to see that for myself.
Can you tell me anything about the Knights Templar?
I sure can, Georgie. Soldiers, diplomats, mercenaries, monks, bankers, you name it, the Templars fit the bill. The greatest fighting force in Christendom, the militia...
I'm not your mom, Maitre, and well, go to war if you feel like going to war.
How did the Templars get their name?
From the building in which they set up their headquarters. The King of Jerusalem gave them part of a mosque on the Temple Mount. It was said to have been the site of the original Temple of Solomon. The order became known first as the Knights of the Temple, and later as the Knights Templar.
You're a mine of information, Andre.
Glad to be of help, Georgie.
How come the Templars became so
Georgie.
wealthy?
There was a constant stream of new recruits to their ranks, many from noble families. They were required to swear a sacred oath of poverty, chastity, and obedience. So, their money, goods, and lands were donated to the order. The Templars soon held land in France, Scotland, England, Spain, most of Europe, in fact. The poor Knights of Christ became the wealthiest power in Christendom.
Wow.
Is it true the treasure of the Knights Templar was never found?
Who knows? So little knowledge of what really happened remains. Or if it does,
The two
truth
men
has never
is
been
like
made
the
public.
stems of the
What do you mean by
Templars.
that?
The Templars,
two Templars on a
attained
one horse.
mythological status, like the King Arthur of the Britons. There are people even now who say the Templars still exist.
Do you think that's
Racist.
likely?
No, not for a minute.
Not for
The
a minute.
manuscript is being looked after by a friend.
In Paris?
Yeah, not far from here, in fact.
Well, just give me the address and I'll come around and take a look.
I'm not so sure about that. Maybe I should check with her first.
A female friend?
Yeah, she's a woman. This friend who has the manuscript,
Oui, the anonymous girlfriend.
she lives at 361 Rue Jarry.
Ah, I know it well. I'll drop by. Just as soon as I can.
Do you recognize this white powder, Andre?
No?
No.
Does the guy in this photograph look familiar to you?
No?
Take a look at this nose, Labino.
It really doesn't interest me, Georgie.
Let's see what is the reaction to
What
the
do you make
time.
of this?
It's the biggest gemstone I've ever seen. Where did you get it?
From Professor Pegram's messenger boy.
Did Pegram find this on his dig?
Yeah, the site where this was found was a Templar castle. Do you think it could be part of the Templar treasure?
No, I shouldn't think so. You're not one of those crazies who think the Templars still exist, are you?
Well, I try to keep an open mind on the matter. Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
No, monsieur. No. No.
Okay, okay.
Where must we go now? What is this?
Excuse me, officer. Shouldn't you be off directing traffic or something?
You have seen the Parisian traffic, no?
Yeah, so?
I could direct the traffic. The most dangerous...
They are French people, but this guy that investigate is from America. He's American tourism guy that went to France, whatever. And now he's investigating this whole thing with that lady.
What happened to duty?
An excellent question, monsieur.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Les Templiers. Only that they were excommunicated in 1312 and hanged in their dozens within this very square.
Boy, what they teach in the police academy these days.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
I couldn't open it with my bare hands.
Now walking up to a policeman in a cafe and saying he should retrieve pretty policy. Yeah, he's very... They have guts.
I didn't have time to sit around.
I didn't have time to sit around.
A knight, there in the company of his fellows. Biblical references engraved into the tomb edge to guide his way to the next world, I guess.
Me? Oh no, I'm always lucky. I'm always lucky.
On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack. A stone knight lay at the end of a row of 4. I wondered if this guy had died in combat. A stone carrying all that armor around must have been hard work.
Let's go on with this.
A stone knight lay in full stone armor, blank eyes looking at the ceiling. I didn't recognize the biblical story in it. I was a Sunday school dropout.
What's this?
A scroll was a symbol of scholarship. I knew that much. A scholarly knight. That rang a bell. A very Spanish bell. Well, I could have just taken the end off the staff, but I wanted to be sure what I'd be getting out of vandalizing a church, other than deported. I didn't have time to sit around.
There's nothing else here. It's at the same place. Oh, it's the same place. Let's hear what you have to say.
Hello again.
Hello again, monsieur.
Okay, now.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
Let's go. Let's do that. Let's see what we must do. Nothing to do here.
Sergeant Moo?
Yes.
See you later, Sergeant.
Probably have to go to that lady's place. No.
Hello, George. Oh, by the way, I had a visit from André Lobineau.
Oh, yeah. I hope you didn't mind me giving him your address.
Not at all. It was lovely to see him again. He was over the moon when I showed
Wow,
him.
you two having a big
It's
battle
not
here.
often he gets that excited. He made a sketch of the Knight's crest to take back to the museum. I believe he's identified the family who bear that crest.
I sure hope so. Do you think the assassin was responsible for killing Marquet?
I don't think so. He could have finished him off the first
it's-
time. Besides, Marquet would have recognized him.
Pumped to the gills with sedatives. He wouldn't have recognized the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse unless they'd introduced themselves. Let's take another... The night scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened. There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces. There's a guy working on a loom. There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
Look there, 2 guys on the same horse.
I'd better get back to the quest.
What quest? I don't even know. No. Everything has to be done here. What the hell is wrong with this two? Metro and Legion. Tora joined. Tora!
Hi, Andre. Hello, Georgie. Hey,
Georgie.
I visited Nicole's apartment.
Yeah, she told me you came by.
Ooh,
Georgie.
what a fine Georgie boy. I didn't expect anything quite so sexy.
I hope you're referring to the
Tell it,
manuscript.
Alvin.
Oui, of course.
Why did I go?
What did you make of the manuscript?
It dates from the time of the Crusades.
We guessed that from the Templar seal.
It's a story and pictures like a modern-day comic book.
What story does the manuscript tell?
I don't know. It was probably produced for the tourist market.
Tourists?
Oh, oui, pilgrims in their thousands on their way to Jerusalem. The tourist trade is nothing new, you know. It's been around for centuries. Ever since Joshua made a packet selling souvenir bricks from the walls of Jericho.
Have you deciphered any of the images on the manuscript?
There's very little I can be sure about. The slang of the bull could be a reference to Mithras.
Who's he?
A Persian god, almost as popular as Christ at one time. The only thing I can be sure of is the night he's...
I bet none of that people joined one of you
On the
guys.
shield, the reference to Ave Maria? No self-respecting knight from Northern Europe would have borne a coat of arms like that.
Can you identify the knight's coat of arms?
I already did, Georgie. He's a member of the De Vasconcelos family from the Costa Calida.
Were they famous?
No, they're not mentioned after the 15th century.
Oh.
The spotlight of history moved on. They're probably long dead.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Alamut is the name of the place where the Hashashin were based.
Where is it?
somewhere in what used to be called Persia.
Persia.
I'm not too hot on modern geography, I'm afraid. The most recent map I have shows America as an English colony.
What do you make of this ID card?
Nothing.
No way.
I mean, Tommy wasn't taking sides, yeah. Alright.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Tommy's taking sides, yeah. Let's go back to this. I think I must go down. I think I must go. Retro, you missed the whole battle between Legion School and Metro.
Hey you! What do you think you are doing? Leave that cover alone. Now.
Sorry, no harm intended.
You stay away from that.
Okay. Let's get this guy in a 3 questions.
Excuse me, officer. What do you know about the Knights?
They don't play. Only that they were and hang.
Boy.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
Shouldn't you be off?
You?
Yeah?
I could, which?
Do you know what this is?
Aha! You Americans with your notorious nose candy. I read Hollywood Wives. I know all about it.
If you tried to sniff this stuff, you'd wall up your nostrils. It's plaster of Paris.
It is? Thank you.
Metro, no, I joined no one.
For one awful moment, I thought I might actually have to arrest somebody. Hello, the paperwork. You have no idea.
Have you seen this man before?
No. Who is it?
I believe him to be an international assassin.
Oh.
Is that all you can say? Oh.
I did wonder if I should say that.
Tom, you know so much about Paris.
But he didn't seem polite.
Does this red nose mean anything to you?
Aha! A prosthetic nose. Very significant.
It is?
No. I am just having a little joke.
Not at all. I'm not.
What do you make of this grease paint stained tissue?
Delightful. Would you like to see some of my used tissues?
Hell no.
Then please put yours away.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
The pattern looks Middle Eastern.
Take a look at this.
Ah! An electrician.
What do you think of this?
A blood pressure sleeve.
It's Metro a child.
Look at this gem. What do you think?
Cut glass.
No, it's not. It's for real.
What kind of madman would go around waving a priceless gem under people's noses?
So either it's glass or I'm mad? I didn't like to think about that for too long. Would you like to shake? I stopped myself barely in time. Electrocuting a cop would not have been smart. They'd rebuild the Bastille just so they could throw me in and throw away the key. Do you know what this is?
It's a sewer key.
Tom Tom is full of jokes.
I'll be there.
I have to get this man away here. I need to get somewhere.
Sergeant Moo?
Yes.
Sergeant.
Let's go, yeah.
Hi, is this the Vasconcelos house?
Who wants to know?
I could tell the old coot was gonna be trouble. My name's George Stobar. I was wondering whether...
The house is not open to the public.
This is the De Vasconcelos house.
And what business is that of yours, senor?
Look, all I want is to speak to the head of the household.
There is
Now
no
it's
house
2 against 1.
the Countess and myself.
Tell me about the Countess de Vasconcelos.
She doesn't receive guests. That's all you need to know.
You don't even know what I have to talk to her about.
She hasn't won the lottery, has she?
Yeah, that's it. The Countess has won the lottery, and I'm here to give her the check.
Marvelous. May I see it?
No. I mean, no, I have to deliver it to her in person.
The Countess doesn't do the lottery.
Oh, for crying out loud, why'd you lead me on then?
To amuse myself. To make you look a fool. To make you go away.
What do you know about the Templars?
Who wants to know?
Are you angling for a bribe or something?
You have nothing that I want, senor, except the pleasure of your absence.
The guy was obviously protecting the Countess against the whole world. But why? Have you got any use for a fistful of plaster?
No.
Do you recognize this man?
No.
I don't suppose this red nose means anything to you, does it?
Ah! El Flojo!
El who?
El Flojo! He is a clown on state television.
Oh. Is he any good?
He is as funny as scabies. Without the laughs.
Without a laugh.
Look at this tissue.
It's a tissue with some greasy muck on it.
Yes, that's right. Do you recognize this matchbook?
I don't smoke.
This lab pass mean anything to you?
Nothing.
Nothing.
What do you make of this?
So that's it. You're a salesman.
If I was hawking medical supplies, I can think of better places to hawk them. See this gem? Men have died for it.
Do I look as if I care?
Would you like to shake hands?
I do not think so, senor.
This guy's tough.
Do you know what this is?
See, I have a similar tool for opening culverts on the estate.
I'll be going for now.
Adios, senor.
I'm no student of architecture, but the little building looked old. I wondered if it was some sort of summer house.
They are fighting who's winning, yeah. Crazy. Yeah.
It's locked.
Men don't care about diamonds. Red slot. Let's see what it must do. What the hell is wrong with you two? It's a winning situation.
You again.
Yep, and it's a real bonus to see your smiling face, too. I'll be going for now.
Adios, senor.
Probably have nothing to do here.
The main part of the house was old, but nowhere near as old as the gatehouse section.
Hey, you.
Yeah?
What reminds you of me?
Like it if people just wandered into your home, would you?
Well, no, I guess not.
Then show a little consideration.
Okay. Sorry.
I don't know what is going on.
I didn't like the idea of carrying 30 yards of hose around me, so I left it alone.
What must I do with the pipe? Did it work? Yeah.
My hose has stopped.
Yeah?
See, my hose never stops.
Well, I'm sorry to hear it. It's always sad when an old tradition comes to an end.
Did you have anything to do with it?
Well, I'm shocked. I'm mortified. How could you think such a thing?
Very easily, senor. Very easily. I'm going to find out why my hose has stopped. And that means going into the house. You are not, absolutely not, to go in the house. If you do go in the house, I will set the dogs on you.
I made this hose stop. Here we go. Oh.
Hey, you on the stairs.
Oops. I know this doesn't look good, but
Look, senor, all I want is a quiet life. A life without mad, house-breaking foreigners in it. Understand?
Look, I just wanted to, use the bathroom.
Leave now, please.
Okay, I'm going.
Catch me. Let's go this side. Shoot.
Hey, you. I know you are there, American. All right, you dogs, I'm coming.
Madre Dios, who are you?
My name's George Stobart. I'm sorry to burst in like this.
You must leave at once. You're not wanted here.
Please, if you'd just listen a minute.
Very well. State your business, Senor Stobart.
There's been a series of murders.
Actually, I want to break into your house.
Anyway,
I am
the trail
an
led me
American.
here.
Here, there is nothing.
Oh, you got it right.
Over 600 years ago there was.
What do you mean?
This whole thing ties in somehow with the Knights Templar.
The Knights Templar are dust.
They had a secret that was so important, they went to a lot of trouble to hide it.
I do not see what this has to do with my family.
Your family had a strong connection with the Templars, right? I believe that they have planted some clues here.
Why should I believe a complete stranger who barges into my home?
Just let me have a look around. If I find nothing...
You'll be spending the night at the police station. Very well. Please, sit down.
I know your family is involved with the Templars, but I don't know how.
You should be asking how my family
Mr. Are you
involved
sure
in
about that?
The
Your
Templars
stories keep on
secretly
changing.
years ago. And as for De Vasconcelos, the line dies with me.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Okay, whatever happened almost 700 years ago. So, if the Templars left any clues, they're going to be in stuff that dates back to the early 14th century.
Obviously.
So, what do you have around here that's early medieval?
Early medieval. Let me think. Well, the house is relatively
Who's
modern,
there,
scant
Legions?
3 centuries old. Or, of course,
Who's
the
there?
chess set.
That chess set is over 600 years old? It must be worth a fortune.
Indeed it is. Not that I would part with it, of course.
Why'd you
No,
like to
I
keep
wouldn't
them
either. That's the
confused?
sort of thing that gets handed
Mitra?
down to your children. Sorry.
Its value is less than you might think. The set is not complete. One of the pieces
Aye,
is a
ooh.
modern replacement. As to the original, it was lost a long time ago.
Nobody has any idea where it is?
No. The children had it when they were taken.
Children? What children?
All in good time, Senor Stobart.
May I examine the chess set?
Certainly. But do not move any of the pieces.
Okay, thanks. Close up, the modern piece stood out like a sore thumb. There was something else odd about the set. All of the original pieces had irregular bases.
My lady, I have to warn you, there's a... You! Why, I'll feed you to the dogs.
Lopez!
Again, guys, with the winning.
To the dogs.
But, my lady...
Never without my permission. Senor Stobart, if I find that you're wasting my time, you will be fed to the dogs. Now, I want to show you something interesting. Follow me.
It was a quick walk with him. They walked to that place.
Lopez, unlock the door, por favor. This is the only remaining structure on the estate contemporary with the Templars.
Nice. What is it, a summer house?
A mausoleum, Senor Stobart.
Oh.
Come with me.
Hey, senor.
Yeah?
I do not know what you have told my lady to be shown these favors, but I do not trust you.
You've got nothing to worry about. Aren't you coming in?
No, the dead do not interest me. My garden is a living thing. I will be there.
I know they both losers, but they think they all winners.
Old.
It was constructed in the 13th century as the final resting place for the De Vasconcelos Templars.
It's well maintained.
These are my ancestors, and they deserve respect. I come here at least once a week to say a prayer for them.
Mind if I have a look around?
By all means.
The mausoleum contained 5 tombs for 5 of the Knights Templar, man-size in marble. On removing the Bible, I found a pattern on the lectern top. Hey! It's a checkerboard! Now what? There was nothing to snuff. Feeling like an idiot, I put it down again. A big statuette of the Virgin Mary kept an eye on the place. Close up, I could see that the pattern was made up of glass squares over a checkerboard pattern.
Okay, so see, I have to...
May I ask you something?
You may ask.
Who exactly are these people?
My ancestors. These 5 men were all members of the Templars.
5 ancestors in the order. You must be very proud.
Not 5, 6.
Where's the 6th knight?
He was lost to us.
You lost an ancestor?
It is a family matter. It can have no relevance.
Well, it's connected with the curse of the De Vasconcelos, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I hope you will honor my desire not to talk about it.
Okay, well, I'll leave it for now. Is the Virgin Mary really the right person to be sharing a mausoleum with 5 knights?
You are showing your ignorance, Senor Stobart. The Templars were dedicated to the Virgin Mary.
You certainly know your history.
What's your opinion of the Templars, Senor Stobart?
The Templars? Well, they seem no worse than a lot of the knightly orders.
You are mistaken. Compared to the simpering politicians of the Hospitallers or the brutish Teutonics, the Knights Templar were the embodiment of chivalry. The filthy, money-grabbing French king and his pet pope did a great wrong. A bane settled upon my family at the whim of that self-seeking tyrant.
It was all a long time ago.
Some things don't die. Injustice is one of them.
Okay.
What's the story with the glass chessboard?
Glass chessboard? Oh, the pattern on the lectern. Purely decorative, I'm sure.
There are pieces of glass missing from it.
Oh, it has been like that since I was a girl.
The gaps in the glass chessboard look awfully deliberate.
No, it is ridiculous.
This is some
What possible significance can it have?
broken
It's
sword.
part of a chessboard, and the gaps are for...
Senor Stobart. You cannot mean...
This place was built for the Templars. Your chess set is as old as the Templars. It's kind of suggestive, isn't it? I think this must be it. This is what the manuscript is pointing to.
This is extraordinary. Am I to understand that the Templars left a puzzle here? And in all of this time we failed to realize that there was a puzzle?
It was wonderful to watch the Countess change before my eyes.
Right! Well, no time for...
Why did you forget to read the title?
Senor Stobart! This mystery has had a good long run, but it ends here and now.
All those years of fatalism were falling away from her.
Lopez! Lopez! Put that hold down and listen! Go to the house and get my chess set! Yes! The old chess set! Now hurry! My, this is exciting, is it not?
Don't get too excited. This could be a blind alley.
Oh, I do not believe that for a moment.
It's good to see you happy.
Happy? You know, I think I
am.
While we're waiting, I'd really like to know what happened here. I mean, the curse and everything.
It all began at the time of the dissolution of the Templars. Don Carlos had already left their ranks to become a scholar.
Don Carlos? Is he the guy who went missing?
Si, but he had reckoned without the local bishop. The bishop envied us our land and determined to use the papal edict as an excuse to destroy us.
I'm not your mom, Metro. I'll see you next time. Have a good day.
When Don Carlos returned, it was to find his loyal manservant slain and his children gone.
They took the kids? But why?
Oh, we will never know. The bishop denied all knowledge of the children's disappearance. But witnesses had seen his men kill the servant who had been charged to protect them.
What happened to Don Carlos?
He swore he'd find his children if he had to go to the edge of the world. He put on his armor and took up his sword and shield and rode out alone. He was never seen again. Ah, Lopez, you have the pieces.
Si, my lady, as you asked.
Por favor, Senor Stobart, would you be so kind?
My lady.
Calm yourself, Lopez. I believe Senor Stobot's motives are pure.
Very well, my lady. My lady seems to trust you.
But you don't.
No, senor.
It fits, Senor Stobot. It fits.
Working quickly, I found which pieces went into which holes.
Oh my word. I'm not so good in chess. What does I do? How does it work? See. Check the base of the pieces they each have been color patterns. Take the holes on the board that was like color patterns. The color patterns of piece matches on the board when it's placed. Like this and this. Is that right? Is this one red on top? Okay.
With the red pieces in place, the square bases fit onto the white pieces. I just had to figure out where to place them.
Oh. Is that right? Hmm. Read odd number the one, but the solution still be a white chip. Make sure you I'm not good in chess. This is chess. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know chess. I don't know how to play chess. I probably lose hard. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know. You must help me. It's not working. No chess, guys. Come on, help me here. Oh, of course. That was the lucky win.
Senor Stobart, look.
What is that? It's not the
Holy Grail.
Is it?
No, Senor Stobart. It is the communion chalice of the De Vasconcelos, missing for almost 700 years.
Wow. Well, go on.
I'll figure out what places
I can
you
hardly
are
believe
in.
it is real.
Go ahead. Live a little.
I'm sure. This is your moment of triumph, Senor Stobart.
Sure, I'm sure.
You win. What do you win?
The possibility of death traps only occurred to me a few days later.
Back at Nico's place.
So the curse
Portman.
of the De Vasconcelos is lifted?
Oh no. The Countess was thrilled to find the lost chalice, but there's still the riddle of the missing knight.
Well, you can forget about that now and get back to finding the Templar's secret.
Actually, I promised the Countess I'd find Don Carlos.
You what?
I can explain everything.
You have got the odds for a withered old Spanish aristocrat?
The Countess
What do you
entrusted me
win,
with the
Legion?
chalice and
There's
the
nothing to
quest
win
for her
here.
ancestor's tomb.
You're as crazy as she is. Haven't you got enough problems? Khan and the Templars?
It's all part of the same thing. The chalice is important, I'm sure. The manuscript pointed us to the knight, and I have to find him.
What then?
I don't know. But when the knight and the chalice are reunited, maybe I will. Is there something going on between you and Labano?
What business is it of yours? We agreed all this. The clown,
What
the
is
Templars,
Bob?
strictly
You
business,
won.
remember?
Yeah, but
So get off my case.
do you think the assassin...
I don't think, besides...
He was pumped to... He wouldn't have recognized the four horsemen. I better
Hey.
get back to the quest.
Okay, this is where I will end the stream. I will just want to eat now and I will stream another game. I want to thank Retro, Legion School, Tom, and Spalt, and Metro for being here, and I will maybe see you guys later again. I'm pretty hungry, so till next time. Bye.